This generation of dads, who are raising young children, deserves to be praised a lot. As a whole, they have continued the trend of increasing the quality and the time spent on the care of their children. In general, they have found a way to be more present than their fathers and forefathers. Dads are much more involved in childcare than they were 50-odd years ago. On average, now fathers are reported to be spending more than 7 hours per week on childcare, which is almost triple the time fathers provided in the 1960s. Despite the average spending time increasing, many dads feel that they are still not doing enough. Roughly half, which is 48% of the dads surveyed, said that they spend too little time with their kids. Dads were also less positive about their own parenting than moms. 39% of dads said that they were doing a fantastic job raising their children, as compared with 51% of moms. Many studies have shown that this is having a positive effect on children whose dads are more engaged in their upbringing. Having a dad who is involved in daily routine care and playtime has many beneficial effects on the children as they grow up. Increased cognitive development in newborn babies and young children has been proven. More positive peer interactions, which simply means these are more friendly children. Higher levels of school readiness mean there are no dramas when entering the kindergarten phase, and also, as they grow older and progressively enter higher grades in school. Better problem-solving skills, which means these children will be blessed with creative abilities to find new ways of tackling any problems that they might be facing. Unfortunately, babies do not come with manuals. Therefore, bringing up children is all trial and error learning journey for parents, mom and dad both. Parenting is difficult, and having the benefit of two parents is a blessing. Dads need the empowerment to participate earlier and more frequently with infants and toddlers to share in the amazing journey of trial and error parenting. Dr. Kyle Pruitt is a child psychiatrist and clinical professor of child psychiatry at the Yale School of Medicine, who has been studying the effects of fatherhood, both on children and parents, for decades. When dads are more involved, it's a good thing, he said. The question has been answered over and over again that it is a good thing. With more paternal engagement, children tend to be better problem solvers and avoid substance misuse. It's good for the dads, too. Pruitt pointed to the research of his Yale colleague Dr. James Leckman, who found that involved fathers tend to be more empathetic and less prone to violence. Many live longer and even have fewer auto accidents. Fathers are excellent caregivers, but often lack the empowerment to learn daily tasks until the kids are older. It is time to take your dad empowerment to bring greater benefits, not only for the child but also for the whole family. You can approach this in two different ways. The first step would be to tackle emotional empowerment. When you are ready mentally, then only, you can go on to become a great hands-on dad. Tip number 1. Do not refer to the time that you spend alone with your children as babysitting. You are actually parenting. When you allow yourself, or others, to say that you are babysitting, you are accepting in your mind that you are not capable to care for your child full-time. This will also result in others assuming the same about you. Words are very powerful conditioning tools. Tip number 2. Work on your teamwork for co-parenting. Work on co-parenting and couple relationships, which will make parenting easier for both of you. By doing this, you are ensuring that your voice will be heard. Tip number 3. Make sure your voice, dad's perspective, is heard. When co-parenting, you can easily get involved in all aspects of your baby's care routine. By sharing such responsibilities, you are ensuring that your voice will matter. Tip number 4. Try to gently convince your partner that your style of parenting is fine. Your parenting style will be different, not perfect, but that's okay. That is the beauty of the two-parent system. Try to show the value in what you do differently. Let your partner know that by nature, all men tend to play rough with their children, which helps the children learn about physical limits and cooperation. This is one example of the benefits of having a balancing style of parenting. When children see more than one right way to achieve something, it helps to create more flexibility in their creative ability to think for success. Tip number 5. Remember, you do not have to be perfect at everything. Communicate with your partner to let her be aware that you are not perfect, and that you would appreciate it if she stops correcting you at every single thing that you do for the baby. Tip number 6. Sometimes tell yourself that you are doing a good job and pat on your back. There will be times when you need to be your own advocate. If nobody else will, praise yourself more. Tips for practical empowerment. Tip number 1. Learn to change diapers, and change as often as you can. Tip number 2. Volunteer to dress the baby as often as you can. You get to choose how you want to dress the baby. Tip number 3. Give your baby a bath as often as you can. Helps with bonding with your baby, as well as boosting your confidence in your parenting skills. Tip number 4. Rock, soothe, and comfort your crying baby as often as you can. As you do it more often, it becomes more natural for you. Tip number 5. Take care of your sick baby, as often as you can. You need to learn to take your baby's temperature, measure the medicine, and give the dose. Learning the techniques for giving medication to babies and children who spit it back out is a valuable skill. Subscribe to our channel to get updates on more videos like this. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you found some value.